Hello folks, the postman just came to my door a couple of minutes ago and brought me my Fashom box. Fashom is a styling service like Stitch Fix or Wannable. I find they run a little bit less expensive than those services. Not a whole lot, but somewhat more affordable. And Fashom tends to have unique pieces that aren't outlandish. I'm wearing a Fashom top right here. I love this top. I love the colors. It's got some little buttons on the shoulders. So it's like a regular little top with just a little something extra. And I found with Fashom that they have a lot of things like that. They also have basic things and, you know, there's a range of prices. When I ordered this box, I had a little bit of credit on my account, so I decided to put in an order. And I asked Kristen, my stylist, for mostly like casual tops to finish out the summer. Now with Fashom, they give you a preview of the items that are selected. And they give you usually around 8 items, and you pick 5 to be shipped to you. If you don't pick any within a few days, the stylist will pick and just send you something. So I looked at the preview. There was a V-neck on it, and I clicked on the V-neck, and there was a note from Kristen next to it going, I know you don't like V-necks, but this one sits higher than most, and I think you should try it. There was also what looked like a dress that might have been a little short. I'm not sure if it's a dress or a bodysuit. And she said kind of the same thing. It was like a lighter blue. And she said, I know you don't like cool blues, but I think this would look good on you. So I said, what the heck, I'll try them. When I sent my note to her, I forgot to say avoid made in China. And I very quickly signed back onto my account to add that on, and she'd already pulled all the items. I sent it anyway, and she immediately added a few more items for me to pick from. I got a note with those items saying they were going to be shutting down soon to do inventory, so that there would be, I'd either have to pick them quickly or I could wait and there'd be a delay. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to pick quickly. So I picked in a very hurried fashion just some items. One of them is a little bizarre for fashion. And after I picked it, I said, why did I pick that? And then I thought, well, you know what? This could be fun. So let's give it a try. I did keep those 2 items that were not something I'd normally pick that Kristen recommended. So they should be in here. Let's take a look at what is in this box. This is one of Mary's little tiny knives. This looks like it might be an army knife. I'm not sure. Or a fish gutting knife. She doesn't fish, but she does like her blades. Ooh, this is a good cutting one. I might steal this to be my regular box opener. Let's see what is in here. I'm kind of excited by this. Fashom is a fun box. All right, you get an envelope. It says, hello, beautiful. And in it, I have my invoice. And I have a card that describes what to do. You try on items at home. You have several days to return what you don't want. And that includes a large mailer, prepaid, that you can return anything you don't want. And you pay for what you keep. There's going to be more information about Fashom in the description box below, as well as a link that will give you credit, $10 credit usually toward your first box. So if you want to check it out, you can click that. This is my bundle. This item, if it is what I think it is, looked a little cooler toned on the preview, and that looks nice. Maybe that's not what I think it is. Isn't this pretty? A little sticker says thank you. Let's open this and see what I got. Ooh, this was the one that was a little bizarre. And I picked it. I like the color. Oh, look at what I'm wearing. I don't like cool pinks, but I do like warm pinks, and I like bright colors. What I wasn't sure about with this is there's sort of a lace trim at the bottom, which is not always my thing, flouncy girl thing. But this is like, I might like that. This is from 101 IDs, and I'm going to have the item names and prices also in the description box below. I like the bright colors for that. We'll see how that is. Oh, this is the one that's a little cool toned. I'm not a big burgundy person. This is almost an eggplant. It's not dark enough for an eggplant. It's just a very basic little tee, a little bit longer sleeve. She said she included a few things that could transition into fall. This might look good with my Harvest Gold blazer. I'm not sure about the color on me. This is really soft. This is by Natural Life Clothing. really soft and light. I wonder what the fabric is. Let me check what the fabric is. It's modal. Modal and spandex, mostly modal. And that is really soft. All right, we'll try that. Oh, this looks like a deep V. We'll see. This is also from Natural Life. This is the one that Kristen said to try anyway, even though it's a V-neck. Maybe it does sit high. Of course, it's green, and she knows green is my favorite color. This also feels great. What is this Natural Life brand? It looks a little thin. I don't know, can you see? I can see through it. This is rayon. Rayon polyester blend. Machine wash cold. All right, let's see how that is. Oh, I didn't realize this little outfit was a V also. This is the little dress. She thought the colors would do well on me. I'm not sure about the blue and gray. In the preview picture, this blue looked brighter. It does look like a sky, which is cool. I'm pretty sure that V is going to be too low for me, but we'll see. This does have a tie on it. I assume you could tie it around the front or the side or tie it in the back. We will find out. This is a very, I have been looking for a t-shirt dress. This is similar to that, but I think that neckline, I did not notice that V-neck in the preview. I think that's going to be not right for me. This definitely looks different in person. She did include a sweater in the preview as well as some other t-shirts. Originally, I was looking for t-shirts, but I saw this little sweater and I said, I'm going to try it because fall's not that far away. What color would you call this? I'm not sure if it's showing up quite right on camera. It's a reddish clay. I don't know what color you would call this. Tell me in the comment box. It's not a pink, it's not a mauve, it's a warmer color. This is by Paper Moon. Oh, it's made in China. This is the one she added on later. I asked for no made in China. It's probably going to be returned because it's made in China. But it's got this cute little scalloped hem. It feels very soft. I think it might be an acrylic, but a nice one. Let me see what it's made of. It is acrylic, but it's some acrylic scratchy. This actually feels pretty soft. It's probably the knit. So we'll try it on, but I have a feeling that my best items from Fashom, the ones I wear a lot, most of them are made in the USA. I wear Fashom tops all the time. I wear them more than pretty much any of my other tops. I love the tops they sent me. All right. Well, as I said, I did a very hurried, rushed pick from the preview, and we'll see how these look. If nothing in here works for me, I'm going to turn around and order another box right away because on the whole, I really like my Fashom tops. Oh, one more thing you should know about Fashom that's different from the other boxes. There's a $15 styling fee, but it's credited toward anything you purchase. So as long as you purchase one thing, you get it back. And if you keep 3 or 4 items out of the 5, you get a 25% discount on your box. If you keep all 5, you get a 30% discount. So that's a pretty good deal. So let's try these on and see how they are. Okay, as always, I would love your opinion. I put a cami on under this because for both V-necks, I needed the cami. They come too low. This outfit is by White Birch. It's got those hanger things, I hate those. And it is made in Mexico, which is a plus for me. I love to support not only the United States, but our neighbors in manufacturing. And this is unbelievably soft and comfortable. It's a little shorter than I usually wear. It's a dress. Is this gonna work or do I have to fix that camera? Let me put my glasses back on. Yeah, let me fix the camera. I'm very high-waisted, which makes belts problematic on me. I wish this had pockets. Oh, I really excuse my fashion socks here. I tied it in the back. It could be tied anywhere. Ties in the front and side don't work for me that well, but you could even take it off and just wear it like a t-shirt dress. It's above the knee in the front, which is not my favorite. I like it, but it's kind of knee length. It's just a little bit above the knee. In the back, I don't know, does that come down just a little bit longer? Didn't realize I was trying this on. I have a big bruise on the back of my leg and I have no idea how I got it. Don't know if that's showing up on camera. You could tie this all sorts of ways. I generally don't like a side tie. I hate a front tie, but you know, there's all sorts of ways you could wear this. This is extremely soft and comfortable. Unfortunately, as always, the V comes a little lower than I am comfortable with. This one's not too bad. Even without a cami, it's not too bad, but I don't like to show any cleavage at all, and this does show some cleavage. The colors are not my favorite colors for a top. It's definitely a cooler, more muted. It's almost for someone with a summer skin tone, and I have a spring skin tone, but it's not bad. And it looks like a stormy sky, doesn't it? And an article of clothing that has a story with it is always something I like. So I can look at this. This could be a writing prompt. I could look at this stormy top and say, ooh, there could be a story in this. So it's got pluses. It's made in Mexico. It's extremely soft. The only thing that's really giving me pause is the V-neck. If this was a crew neck or maybe a high scoop, like down to here, I would keep this. As it is, because of the V, I'm thinking it's a return, but I have to think about it because it's very soft. So we'll see. We'll see what the price is and put everything together and figure it out. All right. This is the Paper Moon sweater. What the heck color is this? I think some people might call this brown, but it's definitely a reddish color. I think this looks really good on. This was one of the items she added after I added to my note. But what I said in my note was no made in China. This is made in China. So I'm not sure if she misread my note and thought I was asking for items made in China. I'm not sure. That's a big strike against it. I will not rule out items made in China, but I avoid them. This is a little bit scratchier on than I thought it would be out of the box. It's not scratchy, but it's acrylic. It's got that acrylic feel. I'm wearing a cami under it, and I think I would have to wear this over something else to be really comfortable. But I like the look. The sleeves are a little long, but not as usually long as sweaters are on me because I have really short arms. I mean, I could pull it down. But these push up nicely. They have that slight coverage of the palm that I think looks really cool. The scalloped hem hits at exactly the right spot. I don't have a lot of warm tops for fall and winter. If this wasn't made in China, I would keep it in a heartbeat. I'm going to have to think about it. Tell me what you think. Here's that tee that you said to try because the V sat high. Doesn't sit high on me. Part of the problem is my shoulders are narrow. So if someone had normal shoulders and it went out to a different spot, it would probably raise up the V. I kept the cami on because this V is so low. It goes like way down. Way down. Like you see way, way too much with this. It's a really low V on me. But let me show you. All right, do you see? It's actually sitting up better than it was when I first tried it on. When I first tried it on, because I fixed the shoulders a little bit, when I first tried it on, it came down like to there. I can fuss with it and make it go a little higher. It's really soft and light. Okay, I definitely have changing your clothes a lot here right now. This top, it's almost I don't know what color you would call this, a berry. Not the best color on me. I do better in more of a brick. When I saw this on the preview, the color threw me. I thought it might not work because of the color, but I also thought it was long sleeve, like going to fall. It's actually elbow length. I think it's supposed to be elbow length on most people. It actually would come a little low on the elbow for me, but it's fine. The length is fine. It's very basic. It's a little thin, shows some bumps and bulges, but I think it's supposed to be used as a layering piece. All right, let me throw my jacket down. All right, here's the top. Very basic, very thin material. It is made in the USA. I think it's showing every bump in my back. So I'm not that wild about it, but then I thought, let me try it with my yellow mustard. Call it my French's mustard, not my golden spicy brown mustard. My French's mustard blazer. I I think it works under the blazer because the blazer warms things up. I'm still not wild about the color. So I'm going to call this top 1968. Look at the colors on this. Some people might say because they're almost neon, they're kind of a 90s color, but believe me, I lived through the 60s. This is a 1968 top, no question. It looks like the neck's low, but it actually hits okay. It doesn't go down to cleavage spot. It's a scoop neck that's high enough for me. This shade of pink maybe isn't the right shade on me, but this top is so wild. It's got some pluses to it. As I said before, drop my glasses. I like a top with a story. I like a top with a little something extra. So let me show you this. This is wild. All right? But guess what? This isn't the real hem. I almost declined this because of this lacy, flouncy hem that to me, some people might say this adds to the top, even more imaginative by giving it a little tutu, and you might have a case for that, because you don't wear this top to look run-of-the-mill. This is unique. I don't like the lacy hem. It might detach fairly easy. What do you think of this? It's bizarre. I like bizarre. Oh, my hair. All right. Let's see here. Let's do a little bit of a recap. And I want to show you another Fashom top I have. This is one of my favorite tops. I just yanked this out of the hamper, so I don't know if you'll be able to see. There's a little drip of food on the front. This needs to be washed. I wear this a couple of times a week. I love this top. It's got this little yoke with the roses, and on the back it's got 3 buttons, but you can turn it around and wear the buttons on this side or on this side. I like this shade of pink. It's also not right up next to my face. This is my go-to top. I love this top. It's a Fashom top. And again, it's like a basic tee with a little something extra, which is what Fashom usually has. Same with this Fashom top. A basic top with just a little something extra. Now let's go over what's in this box. All right, let's go over the tops. This is the one she said, I know it has a V-neck, but would try it because the V-neck is high. It wasn't high on me. This is made in the USA by Natural Life. It feels fantastic. This is the Natural Life Sarai Hachi top, and full price is $43 for this tee. You might say, I could get this at Target for less. You won't get something feeling like this at Target. This material is so soft. It's fantastic. If you like V-necks, you'll probably like this top. Now, again, I said with Fashom, if you keep 3 or more, you get 25% off. If you keep all 5, it's 30% off. And on your invoice, it tells you what it would be. This would be $32.25 with 25% off. And it would be $30.10 with 30% off. And I think because of the way it feels, maybe you can't tell by how it looks, I think that $30-ish price is good for this. $43 might be a little bit high. This just didn't work for me, so this one's going back. All right, now let's look at this audacious top. No idea what country it's made in. There's so much about this that's just wrong in the right way. It's bizarre. I think it's a tiny bit snug on me. It is a cotton poly blend, and this thing on the bottom is not me. I can respect it being on here to make it just a little weirder. I don't like that. So I'm going to have to look at it and say, how easy would it be to take that off? And is it worth it to keep the top? Let's see what the price is on this one. This is... This one is the Mode Premier Paris. Mode Premier Paris. This says on here 101 IDs. It's a different name on the slip than it is on the item. Mode Premier Paris Floral, sure is, printed top. This is $42 also. I think that's a little high for the item, but with 25% off, it would be $31.50, and with 30% off, it would be $29.40. So again, I'll have to think about this. It is, oh, this way. I don't know. It's wild. It's wild. Okay, let's take a look at this one again. This is the White Birch Letty tie-dyed dress. $49. That again is a little bit high for this item, but with 25% off, it's $36.75, which I think is fair for this item. $34.30 for 30% off. Soft, made in Mexico, feels great. The color definitely looks different in person than on the preview. It's definitely a grayer tone. Not quite the right color for me, but that would not be a deal breaker because this looks so cool. What's a deal breaker is the V-neck. If this wasn't a V-neck, I would keep it in a heartbeat because it looks like a stormy sky, and I think that's awesome. I'm just not sure it's worth like wearing a cami under it all the time. The V is just, V-necks and me don't get along. We really don't. Okay, this is the modal top. Let me get my sheet again. This is the Natural Life modal top, $43. Again, I'm not sure it's worth $43. Color doesn't really sit well with me. I think this is probably the most versatile thing in the box. I have a top so much like it already that I usually wear in the fall. The one I have has a mock turtleneck, but other than that, the sleeves are the same. The color is almost the same. Mine is a slightly warmer tone, but very similar. With 25% off, this would be $32.25, and with 30% off, it would be $30. The Paper Moon sweater, 100% acrylic. It's got that cute little scalloped hem. This was the probably most useful and best looking top in the box. It is that really unusual color, but I think this one works on me. The difference between this and this, do you see the tone difference? This is cooler and this is warmer. I think it looks good on me. It's made in China. I'm gonna have to think about it because I do need winter tops, and this I thought did look good. But give me your opinion, let me know, and let me check the price on this. I keep dropping my papers. All right, this is $45. That's a pretty typical, and Stitch Fix, this would probably be about $54 for the same top. 25% off, it'd be $33.75, which is great. 30% off, it would be $31.50. But I know, because I'm definitely not keeping 3 items out of the box, I would be paying full price for it. Do I want to? Now, I do have that $15 styling fee that I've already paid, so that would come off this. Granted, I'm paying it either way, but I'm going to be paying it. So that would take $15 off of this, so it would be about $30 left to pay on this. And I do have credit on my account. So where does that leave us? So many of the tops have things I like and things I don't. And I think I'm saddest about this because I like this a lot except for the V-neck. Oh, if this was a crew neck, if this comes out in a crew neck, I want it. All right, give me your opinion, let me know what you think. This probably wasn't my best fashion box for things that suit me. But I really like getting Fashom, I think, more than any other box because there's a couple of reasons. One, the stylist that styles me, Kristen, I had a Zoom call with her. With Fashom, you can't have a Zoom call with your stylist. Not for this box, but the one before I had a Zoom call. And I learned a little bit about her, and she is a real stylist. She has a degree in fashion design. She, in fact, has a master's in fashion business, and she has her undergrad degree in fashion, something with fashion design. She's a real trained stylist. So when she picks something for me, she knows what I look like, she knows my coloring, and she picks things she thinks she wants me to try. In her note, she said, I know you might not like all of these, but I'd like you to try them. And that's kind of the relationship I want with a styling box. This one, more misses than hits, but I really like trying those and seeing what works and what doesn't. And sometimes with these boxes, there's something I never would get for myself, but I try it, and I never would have picked this out for myself, ever. Because I thought it looked boxy. It doesn't once it's on. It's almost a semi-dolman, the way it falls. This looks so good on, when I stand up especially, just the way it flows. But you see, the stylist looked at the items and said, I think that would look good on her. So now I have one of my favoriteest tops in the whole world. That's why you do styling services. Sometimes they work well and sometimes they don't. This is definitely my favorite of the boxes. I think you have the most personal relationship with a stylist of any box that you can order from. So even if I end up getting nothing from this box, I'm going to turn around and do it again. Because, yes, you agree, don't you, Moose? Someone's coming to the door. All right, that means it's time to cut this video short. I've talked too long. So give me your opinion in the comment box, and I will see you soon.